So how was that transition process? I know you've obviously played a lot of college football, and then jumping into this program in the spring, being that leader and veteran guy, but also not being at Virginia Tech. How was that transition?
It was definitely tough and also new. Obviously, transferring in and kind of put me in a position as like a freshman, just with having to learn everybody, having to learn a new culture. But me being as old as I am, I was looked at as a leader. So it was definitely new and tough, but.
So that transfer process, you mentioned having all those previous snaps, but it's like I'm just trying to figure out where my classes are those first couple of times. So it's a big adjustment. How did those 15 practices in the spring make it get, I guess, easier on the field, but also off the field as well?
Obviously, every practice, I got more comfortable with myself. I got more comfortable with the offense. Got more comfortable with KD.
Yeah.
And just by practice 15, I was more comfortable with the environment and the team as a whole.
Talk about Kyron a little bit. I mean, obviously so much has been made of him and when he's healthy. And you saw that there for the first half of spring and now into summer getting cleared. What is that relationship like in building that and seeing him when he's firing in all cylinders?
I mean, him healthy, obviously, everyone knows a healthy KD is a crazy KD.
Yeah.
So I've seen him this offseason. I've seen his work ethic, and I think he's going to have a year everyone expected him to have. Obviously, health's been an issue for me and him both, but I feel like we're both trending in the right direction, and we're both pretty up.
So when you committed out of the transfer portal, Tyler Bowen was still the offensive coordinator at the time. Coach Montgomery comes in. What's that been adjustment like to what his vision is and how you fit into that?
So obviously I committed to Bowen, and then he decided to take the other job at Ohio State. So it was a little weird for me because I didn't know how the new OC was going to come in and change things. But it honestly has been the best thing. I feel like the offense is designed for players like me who want to go deep, who can make big plays, and we have a quarterback who's able to make that happen.
A lot of other transfer wide receivers. You talk about Cam Selden, Isaiah Spencer also joining the fold. What have you seen from those guys, and how do you, I guess, lead that chemistry off the field, just going out to eat, or how do you build those relationships?
We do a lot of stuff off the field. Whether it's like everyone coming to my crib and I'm cooking out or stuff like that.
What's a go-to thing when you're cooking out?
I grill a lot of steaks.
Okay, there we go.
But yeah, I like to have guys over like that, and just with the new era of college football, every year is going to be transfers. So it's like what team can get everyone close and on the same page the fastest before camp, I feel like will be the most successful team, and we've put a big emphasis on that this offseason.
Now, maybe spin this another way. I know you're here for the 1 year, but you look to a guy like Keelan Adams, someone who is also a very highly rated recruit, plays a little bit as a freshman, then gets dinged up. You've obviously had your past with the injuries, so we'll get into that. But how do you sort of encourage him, a guy like that who's going through something, and just, I guess, show him, hey, this is maybe how I've worked through it, and just kind of put him on game?
I mean, I've actually talked to him about this. I've been in the same situation that he's been in, where it's like people know you're a good player or have the possibility to be a great player, but you just have so many hiccups and there's your way that you keep getting prevented from it. But I tell them to always look at where I am, and you have time to clean everything up before you get to your second. So,
a lot of time ahead. When you're going through these summer workouts on either side of the ball, who's someone who maybe is not showing up on all the preseason magazines or everyone's talking about, but someone who's just continually stacking good days that stood out to you?
Defensive-wise, I have to say a safety transfer from Rice, Tyson Flowers. That's the guy who's consistently trying to chase perfection, and it's going to show in the fall.
And now how about those true freshman guys, someone who showed up to campus and maybe one of the early rollies to in spring, and it looks like someone who's been there for a couple years, not just stepping on campus?
I got a freshman that is surprising me right now, is from Winston-Salem, Snook Peterkin. Yeah, he's a freshman that obviously has a lot to learn considering how young he is, but he's taking everything with a grain of salt, and he's working to be that young.
So who else in that wide receiver room is maybe, I mean, obviously Aiden Greene, someone coming back. You talk about a young guy like Chance Wiggins, maybe someone else in that receiver room that has really flashed some traits here over the summer workout where you can get some additional working with Katie and the guys.
Aiden Greene definitely surprised me. He's someone who didn't get the most, playing time last year, considering the wideouts that they had, but he's someone who's definitely capable of playing in this conference and should have a breakout year this year.
Now, you've been there for a little bit through spring practice. Who's someone on the other side of the ball that's giving you the most fits or challenges you every time you line up across from him?
I got to go with, right now, it's probably Dante Lovett, number one. He's someone who still trying to understand himself as a player, but knows how good he is or how good he can be as a player and just steps up to the challenge every time.
What trait-wise does he do that makes it so tough?
He's not real quick.
Yeah.
Corners, it's hard for a corner to get beat 10 times and line up for the 11th rep. But he's going to line up for rep 11 like it's rep 1. So.
What those look that Cephas gives you, how much confidence did that instill, knowing that the offense feels like it can operate against really multiple and complex fronts?
It feels good. I'm glad Cephas came because obviously that's the highest level. And it's just getting us as an offense ready for the defenses that we're going to see during the season. And obviously, a guy like Cephas is chasing perfection. Obviously, it's impossible to be perfect, but you can be close to it.
Keep chasing.
So us in camp and, throughout the season, getting those looks like that, I feel like it's a dividend.
I'll get you out on this. I know, obviously, like we've talked about, your history, career as a collegiate player, but to come in and get invited to an event like this, what does it mean? Coach Ryan has made such a big deal today about how close this team is. Feels like it's his biggest tight-knit group. But to get the invite with the nod with all these other guys after only being here a couple months, what does that mean to you, and how much, responsibility does that throw onto you?
Yeah, I wouldn't really call it responsibility just because, in the year that I'm in, I want to be looked at as a leader. If I wasn't, I feel like I wouldn't be doing my job the right way. But it's a blessing, and I feel respected by all of the players that I work beside every day, because obviously I am a transfer, and we obviously have a lot of guys who could be standing in these same shoes as me, but it's just amazing to be one of them.
Cool, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.